Okay, today we're out here and we're going to talk a little bit about doing time-lapse photography with your drone. This can easily be done with most drones because they're pretty stable, and if you have them on GPS, they will stay in one spot, and that's what you want. There are moving time-lapse that you can do with the drones, which really look good, but today we're just talking about stationary time-lapse. So the idea is that you set your drone so that it takes an image every 2 seconds or so. Then once you get all those pictures, you're going to put them together into a video. So a video normally shoots at 30 frames a second, and if we take a picture every 2 seconds, we basically condense 60 seconds down into 1 second of video time, video running time. So that's where we get the time lapse, and we actually speed up time. So in order to do that, you're going to set up your drone to take pictures every 2 seconds is the best. Some of them will only go every 5 seconds, which is not quite as good or as efficient because you're limited to the battery life of the drone. So if your drone can only be up there for 20 minutes, you want to get as many images during that time as possible. So if you can only set it at 5 seconds, what I'd recommend you do is just take a picture every 2 seconds by pushing the button. It requires you to pay attention for the 20 minutes and can get quite boring, but it can be done, and I've done it before with the smaller drones. But almost all of your camera drones today will have some type of timing picture taking ability so that it will do every few seconds. Once you have those all together, we go into post and we put that together. Flying wise, the main thing you want to do is get it in one location, make sure GPS is on, make sure it's locked in, it has enough satellites to lock it in. The less wind, the better. Once you have wind, it's going to move around. If you get higher up from your subject, you won't notice that movement so much. So a good panoramic shot, a good wide angle overall view of the landscape is good. You want something moving in the frame so that you can see it move throughout the time lapse. The other thing is that once you get it in the air and you get in that spot, don't touch the sticks. Don't move the drone. Don't start, adjusting the altitude or anything. Just leave it in the one spot for the entire 20 minutes. Let it go the entire life of the battery. Once the battery is almost done where it's going to auto land, go ahead and turn it off and let it land, and then take that image and go into post. And we'll actually have another video on how to take care of the time lapse and do it in post later on. So let's watch and see what we do.